Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Virgo for the week of March 2nd. And at this time I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. And for sharing, thank you. And of course for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. Some of you have even hit the hype button, so that was a nice surprise. Thank you. And of course, for all the lovely comments. They are so nice to read. I truly appreciate them. They definitely make my week. I'm glad that you take time out of your busy day to leave such beautiful messages. Like the channel resonates with you. You're glad you found it. Some of you have even put in there that you've subscribed to my channel. So I do truly thank each and every one of you for all that you do for me. Thank you. All right. And you're starting out with the Four of Pentacles. So watching your finances, understanding that, okay, you know, in the past, maybe you've overspent or overextended yourself, and you're just recouping back from it. You're understanding that it's okay, you know, for that to have happened. And you're hanging on to your finances. You're not overspending. You're understanding that things are supposed to be where they're at. You know, you watch your P's and Q's, your finances. You're making sure you get the best deals. And if you've overspent a little bit, you're understanding that you will regenerate that finances back into your life. But right now you're holding on. You're not, you know, overextending yourself. Because perhaps for many of you in the past, that has happened. So it left that mark on you that, you know, you will make sure that you have enough for that rainy day. And the Two of Rods. So looking out into the future. You know, you got the whole world in your hand and many, many opportunities before yourself. Some of you are looking into traveling as well. You know, someplace that you haven't been before. Maybe you've always wanted to go. It could be overseas, you know, to a place like, you know, where your ancestors came from. And you just wanted to see, you know, you're not overthinking it or spending it. You're just looking into it and you're making sure that you're getting the best value for your finances. And you're okay with trying new things. You know, you're not holding yourself back anymore. You're a little more adventurous than you have been in a very long time. And the Strength card, yes, absolutely. You have more strength and determination. You know, you've come from some difficult times in your past, but now you have more courage to defend what you believe in, stand up for yourself. You're not being influenced from outsiders at all. This is your inner strength telling you what your next move is, what you should do, how to go about something. And you're following your intuition, and it's helping you to come to an understanding with yourself. You know, things are more calm in your life. Things are going much smoother, and you're starting to relax a little bit more. And the Three of Cups. So there's a celebration coming in for many of you this week. You know, this could be an invitation to something, you know, a graduation, an anniversary, just you giving a party because you want to. But it's a get-together with people that are like yourself. They enjoy things. They like to talk. You know, just sort of feel like when you go to this, although you have hesitated a bit, you're going to go for the sake of doing it. You know, get yourself out of the house, something you haven't done for a while. And you're going to be quite happy that you did. You know, and it's going to be enjoyable. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. See, look how much you're learning to let things go, not hang on to it. You know, not always trying to counteract before something happens. You're letting people take responsibility for themselves. Things much calmer for you as well when you do that. And it helps you to center yourself. So things this week are going much more smoother than what you had anticipated. Although the whole world may be in a chaos, you yourself are feeling at ease, calmer. Things are going smoother in your life. And the Seven of Rods. Yeah, defending your rights, your thoughts, your dreams. Understanding that you've made a decision on something this week. And you're not asking anyone else. This is a decision for yourself. You want answers to questions. And you're not afraid to back up your words. Like, you are all ready for this. You won't retract. You won't step back. And you're coming from a more positive future, more positive state of mind for yourself, understanding that this is me, accept it or not. This is who I am. This is what I bring to the table. You have a very strong stance about you. Understanding, knowing you're doing the right thing at the right time for yourself. Yeah, look at that. 9 of Rods. There you go. Definitely, you had your ups and downs. You know when you're right. People are starting to understand that about you. They're accepting you for who you are. And you know as you go forward, it's not that you're trying to win at all costs. You know the difference between right and wrong. And when you're right, you won't back off. And you shouldn't, because it changes you. And your character is to stand and deliver. Oh, 6 of Swords. Yeah, some of you are thinking of literally physically moving to a new area. You know, you're tired. If this is a job, you're tired of going against the current, feeling like you're not appreciated, accepted, you know, all those things. And you're realizing how much worth you have for yourself. And you're willing to let something go now. You know, turn your back on it, head for something much better. And it looks like for many of you, you are doing exactly that. Some of you are physically moving as well to a new place. Something that fits your lifestyle. You know, looks like for many of you, a better job, pay more, comfortable, more surroundings, accepted for who you are. So you're on a much more calmer area for yourself. And you're realizing that, okay, you can breathe a little easier. You know, things are going much smoother in your life. You can see, you know, the writing on the wall and where you want to be in the future. So like I said, for many of you, you're literally physically moving to someplace that is going to make you feel content, happy, and fulfilled. So, wow. And the 5 of Swords. Yeah. Moving away from people that are deceitful, backstabbing. You know, some of them are bullying with you. Some of them are, you know, telling you, well, if you do that, this is the consequences of it. You know, that sort of thing. And you're just tired of it. You don't want to have anything to do with it. You don't want to participate in it anymore. And you're moving on. You're not telling anybody, but you're lining yourself up and setting your future up to move away from this. And you don't owe an explanation to anybody, but you are smart enough to know when something's not working, when to let it go, but you have already made this plan. You're just stepping into it. Some of you is a little bit sooner than you had thought, but you're capable of doing it because you're moving on to something so much more in line with your life, your choices. Yeah, look at that, the Knight of Swords. So definitely, you know, travel plans, moving forward. You know, this could be a trip by air for some of you, and it's an exciting trip. So, wow. You know, this could be the beginning of a friendship that you're starting to see the light on them. Like they don't really fit in with you, you know, so it's starting to cool down and you're okay with it. You've probably already come to the conclusion that you need to, you know, let that go to the back burner, cut it off, that sort of thing. Maybe they're always gossiping, that sort of thing. And you don't want to sit there and listen to it anymore. It's like the same thing being hashed over and over and over again. And you just want to move away from that. You know, if they're talking about others, you know, very well, they're probably talking about you. So it doesn't make you feel comfortable. You don't want to participate in that sort of thing. So you're definitely standing your ground with this person. You're telling them how you feel, and then you're cutting them off. you know. So you may lose a friendship over this, but, you know, you've come to the conclusion that it wasn't much of a friendship that you desired anyhow. And the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. Sorry, 7 of Cups. I apologize. You are definitely understanding that, okay, you need to make a choice. You've been dreaming about this, thinking about this, and you're realizing that you need to cut yourself some slack. Move yourself forward. Pick something. No longer just dreaming about it or thinking about it. It's time to take action on something. Although it may be difficult for you to make this choice for different reasons, but you're understanding it's time. If you don't try something now, it'll forever stay a dream. You know, with no outcome in any direction. It'll always be one of those ones, you know, coulda, woulda, shoulda's. And you're realizing that that's not how you are. So you're making a choice this week, and it's definitely a big one for you, whether you realize it or not. It is a gigantic step forward into your future. And it's really going to pick up momentum very quickly. So get ready. Yeah, look at that, the Moon card. Picking your own path. Understanding you don't owe an explanation to anybody for anything. And you're comfortable in your own right. So you're taking care of yourself. You're no longer overeating, over drinking, taking substances, whatever it is for you that has been, you know, bad habits, you're letting go. You're understanding it's time for you. If this is a dream that you truly want, you need to step into it. Some of you are starting to do exercise, take care of yourself, picking a new path. And people that are still stuck doing certain things, you know, the same old way, you're letting them go. And you're okay with that because you've already outgrown them. It's just you're very polite and you know, don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but you're knowing that you need to let that part go. So you're picking a new path, picking up a new pack on the way, you know, like new friends, new places of employment, and it's going to open you up to such a broader, wider future. This is just the beginning. So you're definitely doing what's right for you. And the 5 of Rods, yeah, look at the competition. In some cases, if this is a job interview or something like that, everybody's, you know, juggling for a position and trying to be the best at what it is and try to, you know, stick out. But you've removed yourself from that already. You know, you've understood that here I am. This is what I have. This is what's on offer. And, you know, either accept it or let it go. And you're getting more notice by being who you truly are, authentic, than the ones who's all trying to be all the bells and whistles. You stand out on your own, very strong, very determined, and moving forward. This is going to help you step into this future that you have wanted for a long time. Some of you have been working on it for quite a while, and now you're finally becoming okay with starting this new path. And it's going to change very, very quickly. All right, so one more tarot card. Yeah, look at that. There's your repeat. Making your decisions, standing your ground. Your 9 of Rods. Knowing what you have done. You've had your ups and downs. You've made your choice, and you will stand behind it. So you're moving forward in a whole new way for yourself. You're not backing down from this. You know you're right when you're right, and you will stand behind your words. So, you know, good on you that you finally found your inner strength, and it will take you to such great heights in such a short time. You found your inner strength to move forward. All right. And your oracle card. Be assertive when it comes to what you want. What you know is right. See? Everything's going your way. A good person or company to work for. Now, isn't that perfect? And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.